I burned out in my dream job. Hello, I'm Brian, and this is Cracks and Light. Today, I want to share something I never thought I'd say out loud. I burned out in the job I used to dream about. At 28, I was the golden boy of my field: agriculture tech, sustainable farming, smart data-driven solutions for Vietnam's next green revolution. I had the degrees, the networks, the seed funding. I pitched on stages in Singapore, Seoul, Berlin. People clapped. Investors smiled. My LinkedIn was on fire. I was living the dream, or so it looked. But behind the scenes, I was quietly dying. The startup life didn't just demand my time. It demanded my identity. Every day became a war of optimism versus exhaustion. Every idea had to scale. Every solution had to be monetized. I wasn't talking to farmers anymore. I was talking to metrics. And the further I got from the soil, the more I stopped recognizing myself. I skipped meals, skipped sleep, skipped birthdays, TED holidays, even my sister's wedding. People called it hustle. I called it survival. But deep inside, I knew something was cracking. It hit me at 3 a.m. one night in a co-working space in Ho Chi Minh City. The office was empty except for me and a blinking cursor. I was writing yet another funding proposal, trying to sound like I still believed in it. But I didn't. My chest was tight. My eyes wouldn't stop twitching. I stared at my reflection in the glass door and didn't recognize the man looking back. That night, I didn't go home. I just sat there frozen. The dream I had chased for 10 years had eaten me alive. I quit. Just like that. No farewell speech. No transition plan. I emailed the board, told them I was stepping down, and then disappeared. I didn't tell my parents. I couldn't. How do you explain to the people who sacrificed everything for your education that the very success they hoped for nearly destroyed you? I packed a small bag, no laptop, and I left the city. I returned to the countryside in the Central Highlands, a place we had lived when I was a child before my parents moved us south. I remembered the red dirt roads, the smell of coffee blossoms after the rain. There, I worked quietly on a neighbor's farm. No Wi-Fi, no pitch decks, no titles. I listened to the wind in the trees, to my own breath, and for the first time in years, it didn't feel rushed. I remembered who I was before the world told me who I had to become. It took me nearly a year to feel human again. I planted things without tracking their yield. I read books I had no reason to quote. I reconnected with friends I had ghosted during the hustle years. And slowly, painfully, I learned that burnout isn't just about overwork. It's about misalignment, living a life that looks good on the outside but is hollow inside. I used to think success was loud. Now I know. The real kind is quiet. It's in the moment you drink your coffee without checking your email. It's when your work gives more energy than it takes. It's when your worth isn't tied to your productivity. So if you're burning out in the thing you thought you loved, if your dream is costing you your peace, you're not weak. You're just waking up. And sometimes walking away is braver than pushing through. This is Brian, and Cracks and Light. I'm very happy that you are here. See you in the next sharing session.